Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year 2025, and welcome to the very first broadcast of Larissa Gabi Show. Today, I have a beautiful queen, the winning queen and reigning queen of Mrs. World in Norway. Welcome, welcome, and congratulations with your title.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure to have a Norwegian lady on my show today, which is representing Norway, and you live in the US, and you guys are having competition this month. How do you feel about it?
I am so excited. We already have a little bit of a group chat going with the ladies from all around the world. And I already know it's going to be so special. It's so fun to already be having those conversations starting, and every single one of us are just counting down the days.
Amazing, amazing. So I'm going to ask you to present yourself to the people watching, and yes, tell us. You're welcome.
I'm Deborah Arnold, and like you mentioned, I'm Mrs. Norway, and I am so thrilled to be here. I started my pageant journey a little bit abnormally, but it's in true Deborah fashion. I like to be a little bit different than everybody else, and so my journey very much says that about me. But 2 years ago, I started out in pageantry. I had been an athlete my whole life, and I still am. I grew up with six brothers, and so pageants were not really on my radar. But I had a former queen find me, and she put the idea in my head. And little did she know, I had just come from an experience where I was told I would never run again. And it was devastating to me. I had two young children at the time, and I can tell you that was not at all how I pictured my motherhood, my fitness and health, my sports career, anything going in that direction. And for a couple of months, I I was set on being an Olympic swimmer because I said if I can't run, I'm going to find a way to do something else. But fortunately, I found a doctor who reconstructed my leg, and a year and a half into PT, I was able to try out and make the national team. But in the meantime, everything really came to fruition with the foundation that I have, which is called Kind in Your Mind. And I know that the only way that I've achieved the things I have and I'm at the place that I am in my life right now is because I was able to speak so kindly to myself in my mind. Those little mental cues of, I can do this, I got this. Next time, I'm going to get it. And yes. I joined the pageantry because I was coaching some girls at the time that I thought, they have seen me be successful as a wife, as a mother, in athletics, but why not show them? Because examples are so much louder than words, that women are multidimensional, that we can take on anything at any age in our life, and with hard work and good intention, we will be successful. And that was exactly the motive that I had going into it.
And
Isn't
how
that
did it happen?
amazing? Yeah, that one person can make such a difference in someone's life. I feel like I had that time and time again where the trajectory of my life changed because of one person. So never underestimate what you do when it comes to impacting somebody. But yeah, she approached me, and I mean, I was in gym clothes. We're not, I was not dressed to the tens. And she just said, I have this feeling about you. You should join the pageant, and I really think that you'll do well. And I initially said thank you, but no thank you. Coming from my background, I had never seen a pageant, and I didn't know what all entailed. And I am so glad that I said yes, because little did I know the refinement, the confidence that comes with it, the journey it takes you on, the sisterhood. Like, there is so much more to pageantry. I mean, it's craft, it is hard work. And to be a part of everything that entails in and the goal, the end goal to do good in the world, it has been the best experience. And I absolutely love the girls. Like I said, I cannot wait to go to Mrs. World and just meet so many more amazing women. The caliber of women that are there. Yes, we show up well on stage, but man, the things that they are doing in their communities are incredible.
Amazing. Wow. So this is why you joined the pageantry. And then tell us about your advocacy and how what have you been doing and yes.
So my foundation is called Kind in Your Mind. And it is so important to me because I know that the reason I have been able to be so successful in the areas of life that I've sought after are because I've had such a positive mentality and the way that I speak to myself when I fail, right? When you don't get something the first time, and when you go through something really hard, it's whatever you tell yourself in your mind is really what you're going to achieve. And so getting through really difficult things, being able to go after goals ambitiously at an age maybe that isn't normal. But then I also, a third really positive thing that I have found comes from this is that when you walk in a room, you have so much confidence in yourself that you don't have to have all the noise of the world in your head, and you're able to see the needs around you and serve better in your community. And so, for those three reasons, Kind in Your Mind really has set me up for success through those avenues.
Wonderful. This is amazing and this is really powerful because we are listening to from a lady who went through all what you went through and you know what you're talking about. And here you are. You guys have the competition this month on the 30th of January. You are going to be in Las Vegas. And how do you feel about it? Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I feel like everything in my life has brought me to this point. And really, my goal when I'm there is one, to enjoy the experience, two, to continue the refinement. I mean, I'm going to be networking and making friendships with some of the most amazing girls there. And again, we're all out to do good in our communities. And so the ways that I can incorporate and get ideas from them and share my ideas with them is going to be so beneficial. But then third, of course you want to win. Of course I want to be Mrs. World. But my goal when I show up there is that I already embody everything that she is. And so if the judges pick me that day, then it was God's will for me. But if they don't, then I'm going to go out and still serve the world. So that is how I feel going in, just excited, giddy, and ready.
Wow, amazing. This is wonderful. I like the way you said it. It's all about stepping out of your comfort zone and showing other people what you believe, choosing to impact the people around you, sharing and the sisterhood and the experience. This is awesome. Did you know that one day in your life you would be a queen, join the pageantry after being a mom? Because many people think
Absolutely not. Oh my goodness, no. I mean, if you would have even told me this 2.5 years ago, I would have said that's a cute idea, but probably not.
exactly. I know what you're talking
But
about.
I mean, how cool, right? As women, that we can be anything we want to. I can be an athlete, I can be a mom, and I can be a pageant queen all at the same time.
Can you
It's
imagine?
amazing.
It's wonderful. And I think there are so many women outside there, even men, young adults, young girls, who think that they are too old to join the pageantry, or maybe life is finished because they did this mistake, or maybe after the doctor diagnosed. And you are the typical example that things can happen and God can open doors where you could not even imagine and when you could not even imagine. But it's all
Mhm.
about positive thinking, stepping into what we believe we can. And congratulations so far with your title. And you look beautiful. Your crown is
Yeah.
amazing. And I wish you all the good luck. And I know that this is not the last time you're coming on my show. This is the first, and I would love you to come back to speak about your legacy to women in Norway and all around the world. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to say to the lady outside there, why they should join Mrs. World, and anything, any word of encouragement?
Yeah, I have two questions for you. One would be, what would happen if you said yes? And I bet it would surprise you. I bet that the positives would outweigh any negatives that you have. If it's fear, girls say yes anyways and see what happens. And then the second is, I know one big motive for me with the things I do in my life is I'm afraid to miss out on opportunities, right? I don't want to look back one day and say, oh, I wonder what would happen if I would have done that.
Mm.
So don't let that be you. Just give it a shot. Say yes. If you have a little nudge inside of you, listen to it and see where it takes you.
Wow. Thank you so much. I was blessed myself to listen back. Thank you. And I wish you a very nice time, a nice day, and Happy New Year again. From
Happy New
Norway,
Year.
Mrs. Norway. We are so excited about supporting you, voting, and seeing you shining. Be your best. We believe in you. You deserve it. And this is your moment. So have a nice time. Love you so much from Norway. Thank you for coming and welcome back.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Bye.